I mean, I've grown up on some kick-ass stuff. Also, DD1 पे जो आता था. So I used to just lap it up. So Rajesh Khanna was obviously, plugging it. And of course, lots of Shah Rukh Khan. मैं ज़्यादा बोल रहा हूँ. Before I became an actor, so I was a bit of a geek. I was a science student. I was born in Delhi. I grew up in Lucknow. I studied in a boarding school in Dehradun. It's called the Doon School. And I was a science student. Broke my arm. I used to play a lot of basketball, sports. Life flipped, ended the way I knew it. Suddenly, someone said, your English is good. Why don't you go try for the Shakespeare play happening? There was actually a girl that I was running after because they were down from Canada and they were directing this beautiful little, Tempest. So that was my first school romance. Obviously, I did not know that that play will get me to start winning award and I will start liking the taste of this little infection, acting, and yeah. The first fairy tales I ever heard in life were a story about a mafia family in two parts. My mom told me. She didn't tell me Aesop's Fables or King Arthur or anything like that. She told me freaking Godfather. So that's my first idea of a story. Brando. Marlon Brando, I think, is one of my favorites. When I grew up, I was just obsessed with him. I think somewhere that Kira might have been there when this happened. So I explored. I got motivated. My first screen test was for a Pizza Hut ad that Rohan Sippy directed. That's the time when he had hair. It was directed in Thailand. And I love you, Rohan, if you're listening. I think that was the first screen test. My first film was technically, it's Three Idiots because that's the first one that came out, which was a cameo that I did. I played this weirdo who kills himself. But I think that sort of struck a chord with people. I think Raju Hirani had seen me in some play, and I remember just getting a call. And I still remember that was my own shirt that I wore that day when I went to the office, and that's the one I'm wearing in the film. Not because Vidhu Vinod Chopra Films has less money, but because I think Raju sir really sort of fell for it, and he wanted to keep that. I'm digging my own grave. Oh, one really cool trivia on that was I was playing the guitar, I remember, and I spent like the 5 days before just learning those chords up. So I knew everything to the T. I was happy. And I was playing it on set, but I was looking at it. So suddenly, Raju sir says, well, Ali, I don't want you to just have fun, like sing. Forget. Obviously, I couldn't. So I remember Amir came in and he helped me out with that. Sort of gave me common chords, and of course, for the rest of my life and days, I got flack from all my music friends for playing it all wrong. But it helped my performance. I don't even know why I gave you that trivia. It's kind of, I like talking about myself. I like myself. I do. They told me the same thing, which was really freaky, in a span of literally 1 month. And these are the greatest actors I know. They told me to learn my lines and don't bump into furniture. This was Nasiruddin Shah and Judi Dench. It's a line by Spencer Tracy, the famous line, quote. So working on Victoria and Abdul was fun. Working with Jude, I don't know what to say, yaar. See, because it's just, I got lucky. Okay, it's a great film. I think I've built a really nice relationship with Universal Studios. The first time was obviously Chodu cameo I did in Fast and Furious, and we're hamming my ass off. This one obviously was a little more meaningful. Venture, a true story. This has been a really big learning experience. Of course, with Judi Dench, I couldn't have asked for more. There were a few people on my list, and my obsession list. There's Meryl Streep, De Niro, there's Judi Dench, Brando. I got Judi Dench. I got Jude. I call it Jude. I can call it Jude. Yeah. So I was sitting with, okay, this is an exclusive. I'm just letting it out. Nobody knows this. I was sitting with Reshma Shetty, having a great chat. She told me that this film was happening, and the auditions were happening last week, and I just totally fit the part. And I remember calling the casting people, and we met and we recorded the scenes. 2 scenes we recorded, and I forgot about it. But I didn't forget about it. Nobody forgets about something like that. 25 days later, I got a call, and they really liked it. And Stephen Frears and Beeban Kidron, they were coming down to India to meet more actors, but they wanted to meet me. And actors, this time they were meeting like a lot of B-Town people, a lot of my colleagues I know. We all read together, we read scenes together. This is a huge process that went on for about 2.5 months. It was like a video game, levels that I had to cross. And yeah, it was, I went to London, the studios, I did readings there, came back. By the end of it, you become delusional about it. And you start believing it. I don't know how I would have reacted if I hadn't gotten the part. But I think that I would have done the same if I was looking for Abdul. Because after that, Stephen never had formal rehearsals once he got me on board. A Bollywood actress that I love, Kajol. I love her. I think, yeah. She's just beautiful. She's the most beautiful thing. In Sapne na? That was the film. Yeah. Just the Chanda Re, that song. ऐसे ना वो मुझे इश्क है उस गाने से. चंदा रे कभी तो ज़मीं पर आ बैठेंगे बातें करेंगे. Of course, Chanda is Kajol in this scenario, and हम बातें करेंगे and things. This girl in Pune came up to me and she just started howling. She just started crying. And the problem, the embarrassing part was that I teared up, and then she had a very stupid reason. It didn't add up, but it was really cute because, you know, she just wanted a hug. And she forgot to take a photograph. But she just wanted a hug, and I think that was really sweet.